வணக்கம். Welcome viewers. This video will give you a report done by a newspaper called The Hindu about the first man-made stone axe of the world discovered by the geologist Robert Brucefoot at Pallavaram, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. The article was published in the year 2013 with the title A Discovery That Changed the Antiquity of Humankind Who Lived in Indian Subcontinent. The report goes like this. 150 years ago, on May 30th, 1863, young geologist Robert Brucefoot bent down and picked up a stone tool on the parade ground at Pallavaram cantonment near Chennai. It turned out to be an epochal discovery. It was a hand axe made of a hard rock called quartzite. Prehistoric man had grafted it to dig out tubers and roots from the soil, butcher animals he had hunted and take out the meat and so on. As Foot, then a 29-year-old assistant geologist in the Geological Survey of India, cradled the hand axe and looked at it transfixed, he recognized it to be a Paleolithic tool. Paleo means old, lit means stone. Prehistory is that part of history before written records began. At one stroke, his discovery changed the antiquity of humankind who lived in the Indian subcontinent. It put India on the world map of prehistory. Recent research has established that such tools used by Paleolithic population in India could be dated to 1.5 million years before the present. 4 months after this discovery, on September 28, 1863, Foot and his best friend and colleague in the GSI, William King, made another seminal discovery. They found numerous stone tools, including hand axes, cleavers and flake tools at Adirambakam near the Kottalaya River in Tiruvallur district, 60 kilometers from Chennai. Prehistoric man had used them to hunt animals, gathering around waterholes and exploit plant and aquatic resources. Foot found some more stone tools later at Pallavaram and was convinced that a Paleolithic population had lived in India. Two types of dating done in France at the request of Shanti Pappu and Kumar Akhilesh, specialists in Tamil Nadu prehistory, have established that the stone tools found at Adirambakam could be dated to 1.5 million years. The methods used were paleomagnetic and cosmogenic nuclide burial dating. Dr. Pappu and Dr. Akhilesh did this dating as part of their project to study the rich prehistoric archaeology of northern Tamil Nadu, which entailed excavations at Adirambakam to unravel the prehistoric man's activities at this site, its environmental context, and the age of the stone tools found there. Foot was a man of multiple interests. He was a geologist, archaeologist, paleontologist, ethnographer, museologist, one who studies the organization, management, and function of a museum, and landscape painter. He wisely invested in shares. He was a perfectionist too. As Dr. Pappu says in her research article, Prehistoric Antiquities and Personal Lives, The Untold Story of Robert Brucefoot, published in Man and Environment magazine, his name is stamped across the pages of India's geological and archaeological history and carries as much weight today as it did a century ago. His prolific publications comprising reports, memoirs, short notes, and catalogues of antiquities, his lectures and dialogues with interested individuals, geologists, and other scholars place him amongst the foremost intellectuals of the 19th century. Through the years, literature written by and on foot helps us gain insights into this personality as a scientist and scholar and as a man standing in front of India's past with a sense of wonder and reverence. Foote not only discovered stone tools but also classified, catalogued, and described them systematically. He tried to understand the technology that went into their making. He studied whether the tool was made of quartzite, agate, chalcedony, or chert, whether it belonged to Paleolithic, Neolithic, or Iron Age, the stratigraphy and the sedimentary context in which he found it, and the geography of the location of the find, said Dr. Pappu. In sum, he painted a holistic picture of every discovery he made. He gave the exact location of the sites where he found the tools and precise directions on how to reach the site. This when there was no global positioning system, said Dr. Akhilesh. Dr. Akhilesh said Foote's knowledge of the geology of the Indian landscape was amazing. He spoke about the vegetation, animals, and fossils found at sites and made ethnographic observations about them. Foote was the first to discover tiny tools called microliths in the red terry sand dunes of Tirunelveli district. He surveyed the famous Billa Surangam caves in Andhra Pradesh and studied the ash mounds of Karnataka and proved that they were made of burnt cow dung, Dr. Pappu said. The Government Museum Egmore, Chennai has an eclectic collection of stone tools Foote found at Pallavaram, Adhirambakam, and in the Salem, Baroda, and Hyderabad regions. According to R. Kannan, Principal Secretary, Tourism, Culture and Religious Endowments Department, the Government of Madras acquired the collection for the museum for Rs 40,000 in 1904. The museum has published Foote's catalogues of his collection and Indian prehistoric and proto-historic antiquities. Foote was born in England in 1834 and died in December 1912 in Kolkata. He lies buried in the graveyard of the Holy Trinity Church at Erkad, Tamil Nadu. Thanks for viewing. Keep waiting for more such videos. Nandri.